I had several projects that I've been working on, small ones. The one was for Christmas for my coworkers. I try to come up with a novel idea. This year it's the little Santa face with a mask. And I finished making all of them, painting them and glazing them. Then I had to I bought a package of Christmas hooks, green Christmas hooks, so they'll be able to take them right out of their little box, which is another thing I bought, and hang them on the tree. These are the 3x3 boxes that I bought that I said were way too big. And I'm going to save them. Maybe I'll make a project someday that will fit in there. Here's the other ones I got. These are the little 2x2s, and they're gold foil. Very happy with those ones. And here is, take one out. And there it is. I'll put it on the cat's thing. Isn't that cute? Little tags. I just love them. I know they're big, but I thought it was cute. And then let's see if I can get this open. And here's the little ornaments that I'm giving everybody for Christmas. There. Isn't he cute? And then I got the little hook already on it. There. So that's what I did this year for Christmas, and I dated them and put my name on the bottom. And there it is. Oops. Sorry about this camera work. I don't know what I'm doing. And close that back up. And I made 23 of these. It took quite some time, I can tell you. And back in the bag they go. There's a whole bag full of these little guys. So that's that. And I made these little things for my granddaughter. They're called, it's a game apparently the kids are all playing these days. It's called Among Us. And they're these little weird looking creature things. And they're all into them. And come to find out apparently they're robots. I had no idea. I just don't know what these kids are into these days. But anyway, so I drew some that I saw on the internet because my granddaughter had said, the one who has her own apartment, she said, Grandma, can you make these out of wood so I can put them up for decorations in the yard? She wanted Halloween ones. She saw somebody on the internet had done it. So then I had to, of course, go on the internet, look at as many of them as I could see that were clear enough for me to be able to sort of draw them. So then I learned how to draw them. And then after I figured out how to draw them all, I made up a bunch of different ones I was going to make out of clay. And I made them, well, there's my thumb. They're smaller than my thumb. They're like half the size of my thumb. They're really tiny. Maybe they're less than an inch, I think. Yeah, less than an inch. So I think I made 9 of them. I'll show you those. Got those all painted up. They're just cute looking little oddball weird things. Finished all those today. Those are ready to go. And then I had seen a thing on Facebook because when you search for things on the internet, all their little cookies track you. And then of course I go back to the internet to Facebook, and there it is. Suddenly there's all these advertisements for the things I was just looking at on Google. So since I was looking for bee stuff for my son's honey. There was a little bee decoration. It was like a blue table with a little clay beehive on it. And I said, that's so cute. But then I thought I can do one better. I'm going to get those little brass incense burners and put them inside there and give them some incense, and they can burn it. It'll look like smoke is coming out of that little beehive. So I did one for my granddaughter that likes the bees and works with my son on them. That's Nikayla. And then, of course, I made the one for my son. So I'll show you those. There's all small projects, but they were tedious and time consuming. Then of course there's, clean around the house, laundry, dishes, plus I'm working, and I don't know what it is these days. I'm so tired. So on top of still trying to do crafts, there was another couple of scams that happened to me on the internet, and one of them was bad. And I was fortunate to catch it when I did, and I'll tell you all about that too, because that was potentially going to wipe me out at my bank when they hacked into my bank account, and we're buying it was over $4,000 worth of stuff that they bought, and I caught it the next day as soon as I opened up my computer and saw my emails. I realized that I had been hacked. So I got a hold of the bank. I had to contact PayPal. I had to contact Amazon. I had to contact these other stores and tell them that those things were not purchased by me. And thank God, it all worked out. Everything was stopped. Those idiots that hacked my account were probably going to be sad to see they didn't get what they wanted. And then I was refunded for anything that did go through. So from the stores, so it got sent back. That was a close call. And then there was, oh yeah, a couple of things I bought on the internet that were fake companies. More of these companies. And like I said before, PayPal, if PayPal is going to allow them to advertise that they use PayPal, PayPal should be investigating these companies, not putting up these scam companies that are not real companies at all, and letting them advertise that they use PayPal, because PayPal is going to pay me back, which is what they've had to do several times now for things I ordered that were from a company that really wasn't a company at all. And the latest one was I was on Facebook and it was advertising these cool gym shoes. So I ordered them, and it said uses, this is a company, we have a good reputation, we use PayPal. So I ordered the shoes, and when the receipt came up, what is it? It's in Chinese. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the name of the company. And so it said, when they use PayPal, you get your receipt on PayPal. There's supposed to be an email included so that you can contact that company. So immediately I contacted that company and I said, hey, where's my shipping information? Where's my receipt and stuff? And it said, oh, well, it simply said contact this company regarding your order. And it was another company. I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here? So altogether, there were 3 different companies. One was ZZYZ something. And then another one was called veryshoes.com. And the other one was called Makoto or something. I'd have to look it all up. When I finally got to the end of the line with these people, somebody named Cindy sent me a message and said, oh, it takes a long time to ship from our country. We have to sanitize everything before we ship. You be patient. We send you your product. So I was patient up till the 4th email that I sent saying, where's my shipping information? Where's anything about these shoes that I ordered in September? So finally I said, enough's enough. And each time they said, oh, it's on the way, be patient. Oh, it's on the way, be patient. So stupid me, I should have did this in the first place. Well, I couldn't have, because at the first time when I ordered from this company that had this name, but then when I got the receipt, it was a different name, and when I contacted them, it was another name altogether. But I should have Googled those names, because when I did this time, it came up that they were scam companies, that nobody got their items, particularly shoes, and that when they tried contacting the company, they weren't getting responses, et cetera, et cetera. So I just went back to PayPal, I filed a claim. Of course, they ask you, what is the nature of your claim? It was, I didn't get this item. And do you have any screenshots? Oh, yes, I have all of my screenshots. I saved them now. Uploaded them, and about 20 minutes later, the company has issued you a full refund. Thank you very much. So there's my advice to anybody who's out there ordering stuff on the internet. Save everything. If you don't know how to do, I could do it on the phone, because I've got Wi-Fi on the phone, I've got Wi-Fi on the mini iPad, and I've got an actual desktop computer. But on the desktop computer, I do print screen. So when I get an email or I purchase something, as soon as I purchase it or it says my payment went through, I screenshot that. So I have everything, and I put it in little folders on my, my email department thing, so that I have it later to pull it back up, because I'm tired of getting scammed for my hard-earned money. And I had forgotten that my son had brought me over wax after he harvested his last batch of honey. He saved the wax cappings and brought it to me in a big ball, and it was full of whatever it's full of when you clean it out of the frames. So I had boiled it in water, and I think I did it 3 times, and strained it each time, and I got more and more stuff out until I got almost everything that I could, except for the finest of powdery type discolored stuff was still in there, but I pretty much got it really clean, and it's amazing. It's this beautiful orange ball of pure beeswax. Now, I bought that beeswax a couple of years back, but it was that dark brown, and no one could ever tell me why it was that color. A lot of people said, oh, it was from the brood part of the hive, which is that color. It's dark wax, which it could be. And then other people had said it was because when they were cooking the wax to separate it from its crap that was in it, because it's cleaned. There's like nothing coming out of it. Somebody said that they burned it. And then still somebody said, given the fact that we know it's at least 100 years old, that could be why it's that color, because of the age. So no one really could tell me why that wax I got was that dark. It did come in different colors, but the majority of it was that brown color. But so anyway, my son's was brilliant orange, so I'm hanging on to that, trying to decide what I'm going to use it for. And then the other thing was I got the squirrel out in the back that I call it Gimpy squirrel. And I had 2 weeks ago a squirrel running across the yard. Actually, I shot it and it was running away. I must have got a bad shot. And as it was running across the yard, I'm in shock to say this, Cooper's hawk flew down and got it and got a free meal. So I'm in the backyard the other day. I hear this noise again. I look out the window and I saw the Cooper's hawk again. And it was after this squirrel I call Gimpy squirrel. Some of them I got names for them because they're here so often I got names. But it missed Gimpy squirrel. Gimpy squirrel did like a somersault roll at the bottom of the tree and got away. And I grabbed my camera and I actually got the second attack that the Cooper's hawk made on Gimpy squirrel, missed a second time. And Gimpy squirrel ran up the tree and hid in a nook and cranny that the Cooper's hawk could not get it. So it sat in the tree, it was looking around, and then finally it just said, well, piss on this, and it flew away. So I got that little snippet of video to show you too. So yeah, it's sometimes it seems to me like nothing happens, but once I go back and look at the pictures I took, the videos I took, and I say, oh yeah, it has been kind of busy around here. So let me get this all together, and thank you all for watching. And as I throw up these things that I do because to give people ideas, maybe, or to say, sometimes I think because I want you to see, I can do it, you can do it too. And here's how I did it, or here's what an idea I had. And of course, you can always feel free to contact me and ask me more about any any project that I do. If you want more detail, just feel free to contact me. I have an email address. It's cave9786@roadrunner.com. Send me an email and I'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed.